selling crack to one another. We steady going out trying to kick it, going to the clubs. But what are we doing right here on this feast day? The Passover. That's why it's important for us to come together, because only a few gonna get it. Only a few in this world gonna get it. So we have to remember these days. All right? It's not about holding grudges against one another, because we get that out in the world. All right? The Most High called us to this truth. He called us to this. That's for a reason. But we got to seek this. That's why we want people that's dedicated to this. Because people trying to kill us out here. They trying to day and night kill us. So this should be even more important to us as Israel. All right? Yeah, we're going to eat. We're going to have a good time. But in the back of our mind, we got to understand what this agenda is about. It's not about stopping. We got to continue this work. All right? That's what the Most High is looking for. Soldiers, warriors, men that's going to stand up, women that's going to stand up, and bring forth this truth and put in work to build. It's about building a nation. And you have to get along with your brothers and sisters. That's the only way it's going to happen.
No choice.
Holding no malice, holding no envy. And that's what we're going into tonight. Yeah, we read the tradition of it. But now we're dealing with ourselves, the temple. The foreshadow of things to come, that spirit that comes with it. Unleavened bread. Sticking in this word right here. That's the bread. The blood in Yeshua. That's what's covering us now. So we got to understand this. This is not a game to the Most High. We can sit up here, shalom and dab, but when you go home in the dark, what are you doing? That's the question we got to ask ourselves. So everything is good in games, but this is one night. What are you doing for the rest of the year? When we see you again, 3 months, 6 months down the line. That's why this is so serious right now. This is not a game to me, this is my life. And I take this seriously. I love laughing, I love joking, I love playing, but this is serious right here. If I had a choice, I'd do this all day. I want to say, when we read the Egypt right here, the Exodus story, these are our forefathers. And we always got to remember that. I don't care how many images we've been playing in the back of our head, such a Bozier, these are our people right here. These are our people. And people that wanted to follow the Most High. So we got to keep that in mind. Let's go to Exodus, the 2nd chapter. You can have one.
All praise be to the Most High. I'm in the book of Exodus, chapter 2, and verse 1. And there went a man of the house of Levi, and took to wife a daughter of Levi. And the woman conceived and bare a son. And when she saw him, that he was a goodly child, she hid him 3 months. And when she could not longer hide him, she took for him an ark of bulrushes, and daubed it with slime and with pitch, and put the child therein, and she laid it in the flags by the river's brink. And his sister stood afar off, to wit what would be done to him. And the daughter of Pharaoh came down to wash herself at the river. And her maidens walked along by the river's side. And when she saw the ark among the flags, she sent her maid to fetch it. And when she had opened it, she saw the child, and behold, the babe wept. And she had compassion on him, and said, This is one of the Hebrews' children. Then said his sister to Pharaoh's daughter, Shall I go and call to thee a nurse of the Hebrew women, that she may nurse the child of thee? And Pharaoh's daughter said to her, Go. And the maid went and called the child's mother. And Pharaoh's daughter said unto her, Take this child away and nurse it for me, and I will give thee thy wages. And the woman took the child and nursed it. And the child grew, and she brought him unto Pharaoh's daughter, and he became her son. And she called his name Moses. And she said, Because I drew him out of the water. Skipping down to verse 23. The book of Exodus, chapter 2, and verse 23. And it came to pass, in the process of time, that the king of Egypt died, And the children of Israel sighed by reason of bondage, and they cried, and their cry came up unto God the Most High, higher by reason of bondage. All right. And the Most High heard their groaning, and the Most High remembered his covenant with Abraham, with Isaac, and with Jacob. And the Most High looked upon the children of Israel, and the Most High had respect unto them.
Praise be to the Most. Now Moses kept the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian, and he led the flock to the backside of the desert, and came to the mountain of the Most High, even to Horeb. Verse 2, and the angel of the Lord appeared unto him in a flame of fire out of the midst of the bush. And he looked, and behold, the bush burned with fire, and the bush was not consumed. And Moses said, I will now turn aside and see this great sight, why the bush is not burnt. Verse 4, and when the Lord saw that he turned aside to see, the Most High called unto him out of the midst of the bush, and said, Moses, Moses. And he said, Here am I. Verse 5, and he said, Draw not nigh hither, put off thy shoes from off thy feet, for the place whereon thou standest is holy ground. Verse 6, moreover, he said, I am the Most High of thy father, and the God of Abraham, and the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. And Moses hid his face, for he was afraid to look upon the Most High. Verse 7, and the Lord said, I have surely seen the affliction of my people, which are in Egypt, and have heard their cry by reason of their taskmasters, for I know their sorrows. Verse 8, and I am come down to deliver them out of the hand of the Egyptians, and to bring them up out of the land unto a good land, in a large unto a land flowing with milk and honey, unto the place of the Canaanites, and the Hittites, and the Amorites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites. Now therefore, behold, the cry of the children of Israel is come unto me, and I have also seen the oppression wherewith the Egyptians oppressed them. Come now therefore, I will send thee up unto Pharaoh, that thou mayest bring forth my people to the children of Israel out of Egypt. Verse 11, and Moses said unto the Most High, Who am I, that I should go unto Pharaoh, and that I should bring forth the children of Israel out of Egypt. Verse 12, and he said, Certainly I will be with thee, and this shall be a token unto thee, that I have sent thee, when thou hast brought forth the people out of Egypt. Ye shall serve the Most High upon this mountain. Verse 13, and Moses said unto God, Behold, when I come unto the children of Israel, and say, and shall say unto them, the God of your fathers hath sent me unto you, and they shall say unto me, What is his name? What shall I say unto them? Verse 14, and the Most High said unto Moses, I am that I am. And he said, Thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, I am, have sent me unto you. And the Most High said moreover unto Moses, Thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, The Lord of your fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, has sent me unto you. This is my name forever, and this is my memorial unto all generations. Verse 16, Go and gather the elders of Israel together, and say unto them, The Lord God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, appeared unto me, saying, I have surely visited you, and seen that which is done to you in Egypt. Verse 17, and I have said, I will bring you up out of the afflictions of Egypt, unto the land of the Canaanites, and the Hittites, and the Amorites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, unto a land flowing with milk and honey.
Most High. It's the book of Exodus, chapter 4, verse 27. And the Most High said to Aaron, Go into the wilderness to meet Moses. And he went and met him in the mount of Agaian. and kissed her. And Moses told Aaron all the words of the Most High, who had sent him, and all the signs which he had commanded him. And Moses and Aaron went and gathered together all the elders of the children of Yasharah. And Aaron spake all the words which the Most High had spoken unto Moses, and did the signs in the sight of the people. And the people believed, and when they heard that the Most High had visited the children of Yasharah, and that he had looked upon their affliction, then they bowed their heads and worshipped. Book of Exodus chapter 5, verse 1 to 9. And afterwards Moses and Aaron went in and told Pharaoh, Thus saith the Most High of Yasharah, Let my people go, that they may hold a feast unto me in the wilderness. And Pharaoh said, Who is the Most High, that I should obey his voice to let Yasharah go? I know not the Most High, neither will I let Yasharah go. And they said, The power of the Hebrews have met with us. Let us go, we pray thee, 3 days' journey into the desert, and sacrifice unto the Most High our power, lest he fall upon us with pestilence or with the sword. And the king of Egypt said unto them, Wherefore do ye, Moses and Aaron, let the people from their works get you into your burdens? And Pharaoh said, Behold, the people of the land now are many, and you make them rest from their burdens. And Pharaoh commanded the same day the taskmasters of the people and their officers, saying, Ye shall no more give the people straw to make brick, as heretofore. Let them go and gather straw of themselves. Excuse me. And the tale of the bricks which they did make heretofore, you shall lay upon them, you shall not diminish aught thereof, for they be idle. Therefore they cry, saying, Let us go and sacrifice to our power. Let their more work be laid upon the men, that they may labor therein, and let them not regard vain words.
All praises to the Most High. Exodus chapter 6, verse 1. Then the Most High said unto Moses, Now shalt thou see what I will do to Pharaoh. For with a strong hand shall he let them go, and with a strong hand shall he drive them out of his land. And the Most High spake unto Moses, and said unto him, I am the Most High. And I appeared unto Abraham, unto Isaac, and unto Jacob, by the name of the Most High Almighty. But by my name Ahiah was I not known to them. And I have also established my covenant with them, to give them the land of Canaan, the land of their pilgrims, wherein they were strangers. And I have also heard the groaning of the children of Israel, whom the Egyptians keep in bondage. And I have remembered my covenant. Wherefore say unto the children of Israel, I am the Most High, and I will bring you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians, and I will rid you out of their bondage, and I will redeem you with a stretched out arm and with a great judgment. And I will take you to me for a people, and I will be to you a power, and ye shall know that I am the Most High, your power, which bringeth you out from up under the burdens of the Egyptians. And I will bring you in unto the land concerning the which I did swear to give to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob. And I will give it you for an heritage. I am the Most High.
To the Most High God, Ahaya Shah, Ahaya Bashim Shai, Ibn reading from the book of Exodus, chapter 7. Then we're going to jump over to verse 8, just a couple of verses from chapter 7. Read verses 19 through 21. And the high power spake unto Moses, saying unto Aaron, Take thy rod, and stretch out thine hand upon the waters of Egypt, upon their streams, upon their rivers, and upon the ponds, and upon their pools of water, that they may become blood, and that there may be blood throughout all the land of Egypt, both in vessels of wood and in vessels of stone. And Moses and Aaron did so, and the high power commanded, and he lifted up the rod and smote the waters, that they were in the river, in the sight of Pharaoh, and in the sight of his servants, and all the waters that were in the river were turned to blood. And the fish that was in the river died, and the river stank, and the Egyptians could not drink the water of the river. And there was blood throughout all the land of Egypt. Jump over to chapter 8. And read verses 5 and 6. And the high power spake unto Moses, saying unto Aaron, stretch forth thine hand with thy rod over the streams, over the rivers, and over the ponds, and cause frogs to come up upon the land of Egypt. And Aaron stretched out his hand over the waters of Egypt, and the frogs came up and covered the land of Egypt. Now, we read verses 16 through 20. And the high power said unto Moses, say unto Aaron, stretch out thy rod, and smite the dust off the land, that it may become lice throughout all the land of Egypt. And they did so, for Aaron stretched out his hand with his rod, and smote the dust of the earth, and it became lice in man, and in beast. All the dust of the land became lice throughout all the land of Egypt. And the magicians did so with their enchantments to bring forth life, but they could not. So there were lice upon man and upon beast. Okay, I'm reading verses 20 through 24 as well. I'm reading verses 20 through 24 as well. And the high power said unto Moses, rise up early in the morning, and stand before Pharaoh. Lo, he cometh forth to the water, and say unto him, thus saith the high power, let my people go, that they may serve me. Else if they will not let my people go, behold, I will send swarms of flies upon thee, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, and into thy houses. And the houses of the Egyptians shall be full of swarms of flies, and also the ground whereon they are. And I will sever in that day the land of Goshen, in which my people dwell, that no swarms of flies shall be there, to the end thou mayest know that I am the high power in the midst of the earth. And I will put a division between my people and thy people. Tomorrow shall this sign be. And the high power did so. And there came a grievous swarm of flies into the house of Pharaoh, and into his servants' houses, and into the land of Egypt. The land was corrupted by reason of swarms of flies. Chapter 9. Jump over to chapter 9 and read verses 1, and then I'm going to jump down to verse 5. Okay? Read verses 5 through 7. Right? Exodus chapter 9. Then the high power said unto Moses, go in unto Pharaoh and tell him, thus saith the most high power of the Hebrews, let my people go, that they may serve me. See, the Most High said that twice. Right? All right. Jump down to verse 5 here. All right. And the high power appointed a set time, saying, tomorrow the high power shall do this thing in the land. And the high power did that thing on the morrow, and all the cattle of Egypt died. But of the cattle of the children of Israel died not one. And Pharaoh sent, and behold, there was not one of the cattle of the Israelites dead. And the heart of the Pharaoh was hard, and he did not let the people go.
All right, Exodus chapter 9, verse 10. And they took ashes of the furnace and stood before Pharaoh, and Moses sprinkled up toward heaven, and it became a boil breaking forth with flames upon man and upon beast. And the magicians could not stand before Moses because of the boils, for the boil was upon the magicians and upon all the Egyptians. And the Most High hardened the heart of Pharaoh, and he hearkened not unto them, as the Most High had spoken unto Moses. And the Most High said unto Moses, rise up early in the morning, and stand before Pharaoh, and say unto him, thus saith the Most High of the Hebrews, let my people go, that they may serve me. For I will at this time send all my plagues upon thy heart, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, that thou mayest know that there is none like me in all the earth. Chapter 9, verse 22. And the Most High said unto Moses, stretch forth thy hand toward heaven, that there may be hail in all the land of Egypt, upon man, and upon beast, and upon every herb of the field, throughout the land of Egypt. And Moses stretched forth his rod toward heaven, and the Most High sent thunder and hail, and the fire ran along upon the ground. And the Most High rained hail upon the land of Egypt. So there was hail and fire mingled with the hail, very grievous, such as there was none like in all the land of Egypt since it became a nation. And the hail smote throughout all the land of Egypt, all that was in the field, both man and beast. And the hail smote every herb of the field and brake every tree of the field. Only in the land of Goshen, where the children of Israel were, was there no hail. Chapter 10, verse 12. And the Most High said unto Moses, stretch out thy hand over the land of Egypt for the locusts, that they may come up upon the land of Egypt, and eat every herb of the land, even all that the hail have left. And Moses stretched forth his rod over the land of Egypt, and the Most High brought an east wind upon the land all that day and all that night. And when it was morning, the east wind brought the locusts. And the locusts went up over all the land of Egypt, and rested in all the coasts of Egypt. Very grievous were they. Before them were no such locusts as they, neither after them shall be such. All right, chapter 10, verse 21.
21, huh?
And the Most High said unto Moses, stretch out thy hand toward heaven, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, even darkness which may be felt. And Moses stretched forth his hand toward heaven, and there was a thick darkness in all the land, in all the land of Egypt 3 days. They saw not one another, neither rose any from his place for 3 days. But all the children of Israel had light in their dwellings.
Brothers and sisters,
Shalom.
I'm going to jump over to chapter 12, starting in verse 1. And the Most High spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, this month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, in the 10th day of this month they shall take to them every man a lamb, according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for an house. And if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the souls. Every man according to his eating shall make your account for the lamb. Your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. You shall take it out from the sheep or from
The goats.
the goats. Verse 6, and ye shall keep it up until the 14th day of the same month. And the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening. Verse 7, and they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper door posts of the houses, wherein they shall eat it. Verse 8, and they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire, and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it. Verse 9, it shall eat not of it raw, nor sodden at all with water, but roast with fire, his head with his legs, and with the pertinence thereof. Verse 10, and you shall let nothing of it remain until the morning, and that which remaineth of it until the morning you shall burn with fire.
Praise to the Most High, Exodus chapter 12, 11 through 20.
And thus shall ye eat it, with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand. And ye shall eat it in haste. It is the Most High's Passover. For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in this night, firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast, and against all the gods of Egypt. I will execute judgment. I am the Most High. And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you. And the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you when I smite the land of Egypt. And this day shall be unto you for a memorial, and ye shall keep it a feast to the Most High throughout your generations. Ye shall keep it a feast by an ordinance forever.
Done away with? No. 7 days.
7 days shall ye eat unleavened bread. Even the first day ye shall put away leaven out of your houses. For whosoever eateth leavened bread from the first day unto the 7th day, that soul shall be cut off from Israel. And in the first day there shall be an holy convocation, and in the 7th day there shall be an holy convocation to you. No manner of work shall be done in them, save that which every man must eat, that only may be done of you. And ye shall observe the feast of unleavened bread. For in this selfsame day have I brought your enemies out of the land of Egypt. Therefore shall ye observe this day in your generations by an ordinance forever. And in the first month, on the 14th day of the month, at even, ye shall eat unleavened bread until the 21st day of the month at even. 7 days shall there be no leaven found in your houses. For whosoever eateth that which is leavened, even that soul shall be cut off from the congregation of Israel. Notice he said that twice. Whether he be a stranger or born in the land. And ye shall eat nothing leavened. In all your habitations shall ye eat unleavened bread.
It's the third time.
Also, Ramah, Kurabayash, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yasharam. Exodus chapter 12, 21, verses 21 through 30. Chapter 12. Verse 21. Then Moses called for all the elders of Israel and said unto them, draw out and take you a lamb according to your families, and kill the Passover. And ye shall take a bunch of hyssop and dip it in the blood that is in the basin, and strike the lintel and take and the two side posts with the blood that is in the basin. And none of you shall go out at the door of his house until the morning. For the Most High will pass through and smite the Egyptians, and when he seeth the blood upon the lintel and on the two side posts, the Most High will pass over the door and will not suffer the destroyer to come into your houses to smite you. Verse 24. And you shall observe this thing for an ordinance to thee and to thy sons forever. And it shall come to pass when ye become to the land which the Most High will give you, according as he hath promised, that ye shall keep this service. And it shall come to pass when your children shall say unto you, what mean ye by this service? Verse 27. That ye shall say, it is the sacrifice of the Lord's Passover, or the Most High's Passover, who passed over the houses of the children of Egypt, the children of Israel in Egypt, when he smote the Egyptians and delivered our houses. And the people bowed their heads and worshiped. And the children of Israel went away and did as the Most High had commanded Moses and Aaron, so did they. Verse 29. And it came to pass that at midnight the Most High smote all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, for the firstborn of Pharaoh that sat on his throne, unto the firstborn of the captive that was in the dungeon, and all the firstborn of cattle. And Pharaoh rose up in the night, he and all his servants and all the Egyptians, and there was a great cry in Egypt, for there was not a house, there was not one dead.
Chapter 12, verse 31. And he called for Moses and Aaron by night, and said, rise up, and get you forth among my people, both ye and the children of Israel, and go serve the Most High as ye have said. Also take your flocks and your herds, as ye have said, and be gone, and bless me also. And the Egyptians were urgent upon the people, that they might send them out of the land in haste, for they said, we be all dead men. And the people took their dough before it was leavened, and their kneading troughs, being bound up in their clothes upon their shoulders. And the children of Israel did according to the word of Moses, and they borrowed of the Egyptians jewels of silver and jewels of gold and raiment. And the Most High gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, so that they lent unto them such things as they required, and they spoiled the Egyptians. And the children of Israel journeyed from Ramesses to Succoth, about 600,000 on foot that were men, beside children. And a mixed multitude went up also with them, and flocks and herds, even very much cattle. And they baked unleavened cakes of the dough, which they brought forth out of Egypt, for it was not leavened, because they were thrust out of Egypt and could not tarry, neither had they prepared themselves any victual. Now the sojourning of the children of Israel who dwelt in Egypt was 430 years.
we're going to end it off. Let's finish reading the rest of Exodus, chapter 12, verse 41. And it came to pass, at the end of the 430 years, even the selfsame day, it came to pass, that all the hosts of the Most High were out from the land of Egypt. It is a night to be much observed unto the Most High for bringing them out of the land of Egypt. This is that night of the Most High to be observed of all the children of Israel in their generations. And the Most High said unto Moses and Aaron, this is the ordinance of the Passover. There shall no stranger eat thereof. But every man's servant that is brought for money, when thou hast circumcised him, then shall he eat thereof. A foreigner and a hired servant shall not eat thereof. In one house shall it be eaten. Thou shalt not carry forth out of the flesh abroad out of the house, neither shall he break a bone thereof. And all the congregation of Israel shall keep it. And when a stranger shall sojourn with thee, and will keep the Passover to the Most High, let all his males be circumcised. And then let him come near and keep it. And he shall be as one that is born in the land. For no uncircumcised person shall eat thereof. One law shall be to him that is homeborn, and unto the stranger that sojourneth among you. Thus did all the children of Israel, as the Most High commanded Moses and Aaron, so did they. And it came to pass, the selfsame day, that the Most High did bring the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt by their armies. Let's give it up for the Passover. All praises be to the Most High. So we can see right here, the Most High brought plagues on Egypt. He brought our people. Moses said, let our people go. They cried out to the Most High. Because they were going through a great bondage, a great servitude, just like our people are doing today. This is why this is even more so important. All right? And the Most High answered our call, parted the Red Sea, brought us up out the land, and gave us things that we should be observing forever, throughout your generations. That means you teach your children this. Why is it important to keep it? They teach their children, and that's how you keep it together. That's how you keep a nation strong. To observe these laws. That's what it's about. Coming back to the Father. Not Easter, not Christmas, not Thanksgiving. Those are not our days. Those are captivity days. So this is what we got to observe. I don't care how good the food is. I don't care how good that ham is. I don't care how good the greens are. No, that's not our day. We're going to go into the Shire now. All right, we read the Exodus story. That was a wonderful story. The Most High brought our people out the land. We're going to go into Yeshaya now. But we have to figure out, because we can't call him our sacrificial lamb if we don't know how he fulfilled this. We went over it yesterday, but some people weren't here yesterday, so we have to go over it again. And we're going to be taking communion while we're going through this story. But we have to see how he fulfilled this in every way. What type of lamb was used? When did it have to be with the people? When did it get slain? He had to